Hello, this is one of my very rare live appearances. I'm Eric Talaska. I had had created a campaign in 2016 to run for president of the United States and didn't go very far, needless to say, but I tried a little bit. I was actually living in an RV full time on the road during that period. And I'm looking at a text from my neighbor. At the time of this live appearance, it's not known whether Trump or Harris will win. And so the timing of this video is for that reason. I want to express my opinions at a time I don't know which one's going to win. My personal preference is Kamala Harris, especially as I got to know her a little bit more. And after knowing Donald Trump since 2015. 2015. Because before that, I was not involved with any of his why is live chat not available? Let me see. I was not involved with any of his popular culture stuff. I'm just checking to see if I can activate live chat or not. This is so rare for me to do, and I don't have anybody to help. So I have to figure this out. Comments on, comment moderation, none. Show me viewers like this. Okay. Sorry, live chat is currently unavailable. Don't know why live chat is not available. Let's see. It shows one person watching, but I don't know if that's me or a troll or a stalker. Could be a family member. I have no idea. Unfortunately for me, if it's a family member, it's basically a stalking troll. Let me see. Customization. Live chat is on. Anyone. Live reactions. Show mode. How long do you want? Okay. Well, all right. I can't do anything about that if it says live chat's on. Oh, 2 viewers. So, all right. So my background goes way back to, I'm just going over my background before I go into talking about Harris and Trump. Unless you leave a comment or live chat comment, something like that, requesting to talk about any particular subject, then I'll do that. I'll just immediately switch to that. Kind of all started back in around 1979, when I was about 9 years old in the 4th grade. My 4th grade teacher had us do I have something on my, I don't know. My 4th grade teacher had us do an art project, and I chose to do it on Ronald Reagan, of course, a Republican. And My family has always been Republican. I'm not Republican, and didn't really know what I was until maybe age 25 or so, because I was kind of ignorant in politics until I started taking courses in college. So in the fourth grade, I'd made a very large poster. I think it was something like 4 feet by 4 feet or something like that, of pictures of Ronald Reagan and stories about him, because my mother encouraged it, but she didn't tell me why. She never said why she likes Ronald Reagan. And I think it's because of my dad's side is Catholic and they're Republicans. But I don't think they know why. I think most Republicans don't even know why they're Republican. They just simply copy what family does or significant others. Um, so I'm just looking to see on the chat. It still says chat's not available. Can somebody type in somehow let me know if chat is working or not? So that was the earliest I can remember being involved with politics. Then throughout high school, never involved with it. My high school sucked. It was very highly discriminatory. They actually, hold on, I gotta turn my rice off so it doesn't overcook. Okay, I'm fixing black rice for the first time I know of fixing black rice. It's the healthiest rice. Now, why does the healthiest food have to be the most expensive? Somebody let me know. I don't know why. Okay, so, and also, why can't we just go out in the woods and get food? Why does it all have to be weeds and poisonous, unedible stuff? Okay, so high school, Pleasant Grove High School in Texarkana, Texas, Northeast Texas. Pretty much Republican, conservative territory. It's just not it's not my thing, and I always knew that just wasn't my thing, and I'm gonna move away from there, and I eventually did. So high school never encouraged me to do anything much of intellectual. They did a good job. They did a great job with a few things, but for the most part, I was talking about discrimination. That was because at the start of each year, I had to fill out a form that asked what my parents do for a living, and based on what answer I put would determine what classes they put me in. So yeah. And I put my dad as a supervisor, and so I suspect I got in a few good classes because of that. Otherwise, no. But overall, did very bad in high school. I was a latchkey kid with parents who didn't encourage academics at all. I don't think. I think I got maybe $1 for every A I got or something like that once in a while. So that's not much incentive. Of course, $1 back then is probably equivalent to 10 today or something like that. But okay, after high school, I joined the Army, and my entry score was extremely high. So I wasn't an idiot, was not an idiot like the high school administrators thought I was. So the Army put me in military intelligence with a connection with the National Security Agency, NSA, in Bethesda, Maryland, where I was issued a top secret special background investigation, secret compartmented information, special intelligence, eyes only levels of security clearances. It sounds pretty cool, and it is, but it uh, it was too much for. I was 19 years old with no job. Well, I worked at Sonic for a day or two, and I got fired because I was too slow. And the reason I was too slow is because I believed in quality. I wanted to take time to produce quality hamburgers to the customers. I'm laughing because I don't eat hamburgers anymore. But so I was fired. I was fired. That's one of two jobs I've been fired on. Let's see. I've had about 30 jobs and I've been fired from two. Yeah. So before even 18 years old, I was fired from that one. Already getting a bad vibe about the corporate world being corrupt. So in the Army, I was military intelligence and sent to Europe to defend NATO. And this is where I have a problem with Donald Trump. My job was to protect Germany in particular from Russian invasions during the first, if you want to call it the first Cold War of 1988. By the way, I'm doing this ab lib. I'm not reading from any script. I'm looking at myself on the computer. So in the Army in 1980, I was in 1987 to 1989. Ridiculous responsibilities for a 19-year-old. Just the pay was so low and the responsibilities were extremely high. And I was even told that I had security clearance levels higher than the President of the United States. In fact, I had to sign a lot of documents that explained what to do if I get captured by hostile enemy. At that time, that would be Russia. That's getting into Trump. That's why I have a problem with Trump sleeping with Vladimir Putin. That's a cliche or whatever, but so he Putin, I guess, was the KGB operative, and at the time I was in the army, so I wasn't really briefed on Putin. I think at that time it was Gorbachev. Yeah, Gorbachev, and right before the wall came down. So I was part of the push to get the wall down in 1988, 89. That's about the time I left was when the wall was pretty much set to come down and the Cold War was ending. So I did get a certificate from the Secretary of Defense thanking me for my contributions towards world peace and helping put an end to the Cold War against Russia, basically is what it's talking about. It doesn't say all that on the certificate, but it does say specifically world peace. I have the certificate over there somewhere. So in 1988, I didn't know. I had plans of doing something big, but I didn't know really how to go about it other than become an Army officer, which I didn't become an Army officer. I was enlisted because no college right out of high school. But I did have a score high enough to be an officer. My general total ASVAB score was 109, which was above the threshold to be an at least entry level officer. And so I did attend I applied for the Green to Gold program, and there was reverse discrimination back then. What do they call that? Affirmative action.